Hi, boys and girls. This week we're going to focus on writing paragraphs. And actually, you're just going to write one paragraph about a favorite thing. It can be anything that's your favorite band, your favorite game, your favorite sport, your favorite animal, your favorite holiday, your favorite place, your favorite person. You get the idea. But before we can even write, let's talk about what makes a good paragraph. Well, the first thing is it's made up of at least 5 sentences. And your very first sentence is a topic sentence that introduces your main idea. And that's your hook sentence. This is the one that grabs the reader and makes them want to keep reading. So you want to make it kind of juicy. Sometimes it can be a question. Sometimes it can be kind of a big exclamation. But sometimes it's just something as simple as answering a question. So you take the question and you put it into the form of a sentence, and that can be your topic sentence. Remember that you have one idea in your paragraph, and you're going to have each sentence have something to do with the main idea. And then your paragraph is going to have 3 supporting details. Then each one is going to be its own sentence. So each detail will be its own sentence. But sometimes those supporting details can be 2 sentences or 3 sentences. Not many more though, because otherwise it starts going off track and then you forget kind of what your main idea is. So those of you that like to write a little bit more than 5 sentences in your paragraph, for each supporting detail, make sure that the supporting detail of the paragraph supports the main idea. All right, and then finally, your paragraph has a closing sentence. This sentence wraps everything up. You're not really giving any details here. You might express a feeling, or you might just sort of exclaim something, but it's not going to be too terribly long, and again, it's not going to have any details. All right, so when we write, we follow a recipe or a process, and that process is the pre-write. Then you draft your very first paragraph, and then you edit it, and then you revise, change anything that needs to happen, and then you publish. Today, we're going to focus only on pre-writing. So what we're going to use is something called a graphic organizer. And in this case, we call it a 4-square, although to be honest, it's more like a 5 rectangle because you notice that there are 5 rectangles here. So in the very first rectangle, that's where you put your topic sentence or your main idea. So I'm going to pretend that my essay or my paragraph is about my favorite place to visit with my family. So you see, my topic sentence is the zoo is my favorite place to visit with my family. Now, that's not the most exciting topic sentence. I'm sure I could come up with something even more juicy, but for my brainstorming and my thinking and my pre-writing, I'm just going to come up with the zoo is my favorite place to visit with my family. Okay, so that's my topic sentence. Now I need 3 supporting details, and they're going to go in here. So the very first one is, tigers. And I'm thinking about tigers in the zoo because I love to visit the tigers in the zoo. And I'm just thinking, what do I know about tigers in the zoo? How can I describe the tiger's face? How can I describe what the tiger is doing during my visit? Well, there are some ideas. Tigers are orange with black stripes. They're kind of sleepy. They're like a cat because they are a type of cat. And I'm going to use a fancy word for cat, feline and lazy. So those are my ideas about tigers. All right, so that's my first detail. Let's come up with my next detail. And this is going to be maybe my 3rd sentence, might be maybe even if my 4th if I write more here. But my 3rd detail is the elephants. And I'm thinking about the elephants at the zoo. What about them? How can I describe what the elephants look like? And how can I describe what they're doing during my visit? Well, here are some details. They're gray. They have a long trunk. They have wrinkly skin. And I know that elephants are huge, but that's not such a juicy word. But majestic, wow, that's a juicy word. So I might use that. Remember, these are just my ideas for my paragraph. All right, my 3rd and final detail, I'm going to write about giraffes because I love giraffes. All right, and I'm thinking about the giraffes at the zoo, and I'm thinking about what could they be doing? What do they look like? And so here are my ideas. They're tall, they have long necks, and they're so elegant, even though they're so big. And I just love the baby giraffes. And you know what? Baby giraffes are called a calf. So I'm going to remember that in case I want to use that in my paragraph. And then finally, well, right now I'm just going to think about what will I wrap everything up with? How will I wrap up my feelings about the zoo? Remember, this is my final sentence and it's my conclusion. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I'll probably figure that out once I've written my paragraph. Okay, boys and girls, that's it. So now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to think about something that's your favorite. It has to be a favorite, it doesn't have to be a favorite place. It could be a favorite person, a favorite band, a favorite game, a favorite toy, a favorite meal, a favorite holiday. All right? So go have fun. Just do exactly what I did here. Just come up with some ideas. You're going to come up with your topic sentence, and then you're going to come up with 3 details to support your topic sentence. And, well, your conclusion sentence will come up later. All right, hope this helps.